Hello students, today I am going to discuss a story which you have in your book called Prism, the first chapter, that is A Living God. It is a story by Lafcadio Hearn, and he was born in Greece. He went to Japan, and this was an incident which changed his life. He settled in Japan and wrote lot of articles and stories related to Japan. The story, A Living God, is a very simple story, very simply written. The setting is in Japan, which is very prone to tsunamis. That you know, geographically also it is an earthquake prone zone. The story revolves around a man called Hamaguchi. He is a village headman and a rich farmer. It is a very simple story where we see that Hamaguchi sacrifices his rice fields by setting fire to them to save the village folk who had assembled for a harvest festival down near the valley. The people who are saved are overwhelmed by this action and they worship him like God. They build a temple to honor him. So this is the entire story. So you see that the story is very simple. What you need to focus is on the ending of the story, that is the last paragraph of the story, which is on page 30. Now let us discuss that. I asked a Japanese philosopher and a friend to explain to me how the peasants could rationally imagine the spirit of Hamaguchi in one place while his living body was in another. So here the narrator is saying that I had asked a Japanese philosopher that how is it possible that y'all have built a temple for Hamaguchi, thinking that Hamaguchi is in one place, that is his living body is in one place and his spirit is in another. Because according to the Western philosophy, even the philosophy which we believe in, they believe that the soul and the body is one. So if the soul is somewhere else, that means the person is not alive anymore. So Atma, which is soul, leaves the body, which is body which we consider the attire, the clothes of the soul. Also, I inquired whether it was only one of his souls which they had worshipped during his life, and whether they imagined that particular soul to have detached itself from the rest to receive homage. So this implies that the Japanese believe in multiplicity of souls, means a person's soul can be in various different places. That is why he's saying that only one soul or many souls in different places. So if I can be present in one place, my soul can be present in a temple, in a farm, in a school. That means we can say that the soul is equivalent to a person's love, compassion and dedication. The peasants, my friend answered, think of the mind or spirit of a person as something which even during his life can be in many places at the same instant. See, this is what I told you. The Japanese philosophy of soul is just like air. Just like air is present everywhere. A person's soul can be at different places, not only in his body where he is. Such an idea is of course quite different from the Western ideas about the soul. So the Japanese farmer said that our ideas are very different to the narrator's idea who comes from the Western country. Any more rational? I mischievously asked. So any other logic you all have? Well, the farmer said with a Buddhist smile, means a very pure, innocent, knowledgeable smile. If we accept the doctrine of unity of all mind, the idea of the Japanese peasant would appear to contain at least one adumbration, that means foreshadow, of truth. Means if we accept the Japanese philosophy, we can really understand that there is some truth in what the farmer was saying. I could not say much for your Western notions about the soul. So the farmer is saying that, but I don't know what about the idea of the soul is in your Western thing. So in Japanese philosophy, the soul is of utmost importance. A body without a soul is just like a shell without the nut inside. So this part The entire story is very easy, but the part which you need to understand and emphasize on is the last paragraph. Another aspect which you need to discuss is over here the title. Here, the title is related to the protagonist, that is Hamaguchi. He is being called the living god, and so the title is very apt, appropriate. Hamaguchi has been the savior of the humanity. As a man of deep insight, he could understand that tsunami might come and the damage the tsunami can cause. Thus, he makes two choices. First, he burning his rice fields to save the villagers, distract the villagers to come to him. And secondly, relocating the homeless villagers, either in his home or in the temple. So the people call him Daimyo Jin, that is in Japanese the living god, which makes the title very apt. So just like God saves human beings, his own creatures whom he has created, without any selfish needs. Just like that, Hamaguchi selfless sacrifice he made and saved the humanity or the villagers. And so this makes the title apt. Now, to discuss the theme of the story, it is compassion, love towards humanity, selfless sacrifice. These are the greatest virtues that human beings should cultivate and have. And especially in today's world, this story seems to be very apt because we as human beings are becoming very selfish, self-centered, ruthless. We do not care about others' feelings, leave alone sacrificing. We don't even want to budge a little. We become important. I are the most important factors in our life. So this story in the modern world is very important. So this is what is a living God all about. As I told you, the story is written in a very simple language, simple style. All you need to emphasize is on the last paragraph and the theme and the title of the play. So if you have found this lesson helpful, please like, subscribe to my channel so that I can help you with further stories and more guidance. Thank you.